EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Santa Clara. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
From the 27, Lance. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Lance. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Smith to return it. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. On first down, Newton. And this one is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Gardner. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range.
And Joseph Charlton and the punt team on now for the Panthers.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 32. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future as they look ahead to the offseason. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Lance. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Working from the gun, Lance.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Looking to throw again on second down. Newton. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Newton on first down. That caught by Tremble. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it.
And the Panthers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now first and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. James Conner with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. They fake the handoff. Now Lance in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Brian Burns in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's returnable now for Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, Newton. Flushed out right, and he'll just get rid of it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Newton on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Here's a diving catch right side.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
From the red zone now, Newton. He finds his man, complete. It's Gardner. And the Panthers have got 1st and goal coming up as he's out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
2nd down and goal. Newton, he's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tommy Trimble. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a play fake. Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there for the Niners. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Shotgun now for Lance. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Again, it's Lance. And here's a diving catch made behind the line of scrimmage. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Panthers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now down at the 20-yard line. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
There's going to be a jet sweep. Newton bats it forward, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Out of the gun, Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's the Panthers punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
The Lance going to throw.
Forced out to his left. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses,
rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. After the sack on 1st down, Newton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. A big play there for Carolina.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
42's the mic, boys. 42. 42's the mic. Greg. Mike 42. Mike 42. Check that out. Gun.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Panthers open the lead up to 34-0. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Hey, check. Mike 21. Mike 26.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. To try again after the sack. Lance, and that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Check tight end, check tight, check tight. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Strike, yellow, go. Deuce, black ultra. Go pink. He's coming to you, he's coming to you.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Here's Lance. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Haynes.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Lance now on 1st down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab.
I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Here's Mostert. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and goal, Lance. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Watch the out, watch the out. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Get him, get him, get him. Drill green. Mike 21,
Lance now on 3rd and goal. And he comes back with one complete. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter. You're going.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check. Go red. Go, go, go. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jeremy Chin picks it off. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Diamador Lenore up to make the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The 71 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Going again on the ground here with Hill. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Again, McCaffrey.